Today on Destination Polaris, a trip to the Canadian Rockies comes with a twist.
Fingers crossed. I have no idea if we're going to make this or not.
Destination Polaris starts right now.
Destination Polaris is presented by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications.
Welcome to Destination Polaris. We are in Alberta, Canada, facing a nasty early season winter storm. You know the show is all about destinations, and this one is proving to be one of our toughest yet.
Our first trip to Alberta, and man, epic conditions. Snow, wind, rain, and sun all in the same week. We set up shop in southern Alberta in a place called Crowsnest Pass. It's located 2+ hours southwest of Calgary.
Truly a hidden gem. The people that ride here understand how awesome it is to ride here.
We think it's excellent.
Gary Clark is president of the local ATV club.
You have everything from beginning trails to family trails to more technical trails.
He moved to town 25 years ago for the view.
The mountains, it's got to be the first thing. I mean, every morning we look up at this, and we love to quad and we love to sled, so this is home for us, and that's the reason why we moved here.
Just be safe and let's have a good ride.
Gary and a bunch of guys from the club will show us around for the next couple of days.
There's a couple spots where we're going to stop just to assess avalanche risk if there is any.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
We won't go flying across there until we know.
Wait, what?
Avalanche risk, we're in the mountains. These are the Rockies.
If snow wasn't already a challenge,
We are in bear country, so please be cognizant of that.
Gary just upped the ante. Snow, bears, anything else?
That's it.
Okay, let's go. First stop on our journey will be a ride to the historic plane crash site.
January 19th, 1946. It's a Dakota DC-3 aircraft. Started off in Comox, British Columbia, and it was en route to Greenwood, Nova Scotia. They lost sighting of it over Cranbrook, BC, and that's when they reported it missing.
A ride to the plane crash in the summer? Not so hard. Today, a different story.
Well, she's a little unusual this time of year, I'll tell you.
Our challenge in getting there is that it has snowed a couple of feet on a couple different occasions.
If anyone is up to the challenge,
Definitely more snow than I was expecting.
it's our guy Matthew
Yeah, it's awesome.
and his ATV.
Well, I like ATVs. I know what they're capable of and how far we can go with those.
Matthew will have to break trail because this won't be easy.
We're going to send a couple of quads up to break trail just to make a path for the bigger side-by-sides because the snow's a little heavy and hard to push through. Send in the cavalry, boys.
Sportsman 1000 power!
Just another day. Are you new to these sports?
So is this how you Canadians always do it?
Oh yeah. We don't like the summer stuff. We like the winter where you have a little excitement. Everything's an adventure.
Beautiful day to be on the mountain. You bet.
Yeah, so we're stuck again, which is a very common theme today right now. The Razor's stuck. Whose idea was it to go see this airplane today? This guy's. Blame me for everything.
Yeah, I was impressed we got that far up there, though. I really was. There was a few challenging spots, but we weren't going to give up easy.
What kind of trouble did you get yourself into here?
Well, you know, breaking trail for you guys wasn't so easy.
Matthew, you get an A+ for effort.
When you push them that hard, you're bound to break something.
From here,
That's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do.
we walk.
Wow, Gary, look at this.
So this is a tail section. She broke up into 1,000 pieces, that's for sure.
No kidding.
And then caught on fire to boot. It was actually the smoke that guided the forest rangers to be able to find the wreck.
They got in some bad weather, and unfortunately, these Air Force men crashed into the mountain. A tragic event. These poor guys, they made it through World War II, and here they are, unfortunately, end up in this plane crash.
It was bad weather, and they figured that they flew off course. They thought they were over the Crowsnest Pass, and where the mountain ranges are a little bit lower.
I'll be honest, it feels like a movie set right here, right now.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
They think that one of the airmen actually survived the crash, and they found him leaning against a tree, so they think he dragged himself over to a tree before he succumbed.
Hopefully the people that go up there have a chance to think about and honor these servicemen who ultimately gave their life in service of our country.
You hear about it, but everyone's got a different story. Until you see it with your own eyes, it totally changes your perspective.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications. Polaris Lubricants, the only oil developed with and for your Polaris engine. And by Walton's, everything but the meat.
Welcome back to Destination Polaris. We're in Alberta, Canada, right there, Canadian Rockies. Next stop for us, Crowsnest Mountain.
When you roll into town, you can't miss it. The scenic mountain in the southern Canadian Rockies sticks out to almost 10,000 feet. You can't ride on the mountain, but you can ride to it. And that's our plan today.
Okay, today, guys, we're going to be going around Crowsnest Mountain down in Spoon Valley, a real pretty ride.
Making off with the Timbits?
All right, you guys head that way. I'll catch up.
So the ride isn't so much around the entire mountain as it is around a trail system at the base of the mountain. The mountain itself is massive. It would take you a considerable amount of time to ride around the mountain.
Best part of this trail, the bridges.
Well, over the years, we put in roughly about 60 bridges.
These guys look ready to ride.
The man in charge of building those bridges,
We're always ready. You look extra ready.
Joe.
Now, Joe, as director of the Quad Squad, are you required to wear this outfit as director, or is that pride? Tell me about this outfit you got going on here.
Well, this is basically my hunting one.
Hey, this is a hunting outfit.
It's a hunting outfit.
I'm surprised.
I've never been shot by a hunter yet.
Joe's helped build bridges for over a decade.
Well, we like to put them in so that everybody can cross the stream without interfering with the wildlife and the fish life and stuff like that. When we go to put a bridge in, we'll put out a call to the volunteers, and we'll have anywhere from 25 to 35 people show up to put a bridge in.
What they've done with bridges, getting us, across the rivers, working with the environmental voice out here as well too. We can come out for a weekend and have a great weekend and ride because of all the work these guys put into the trail system. It's just a matter of we want to be able to ride, and if we have to have a bridge, we'll put her in if we can.
Well, guys, we appreciate all the hard work because we couldn't get here without you.
Crowsnest Mountain.
This is Crowsnest Mountain, yeah. It's certainly a majestic view. And every time we go down the trail, we always stop here and have a look at this. It's just so beautiful.
The mountain views are spectacular. Crowsnest Mountain being one of them, standing all by itself in excess of 10,000 feet is really something to see.
It's just kind of the iconic mountain picture of what the Crowsnest Pass is.
Just let me point out, I am the only one not wearing a helmet. Is this some sort of Canadian-American thing you guys got going on here, or you guys know something that I don't know right now?
So we got the safety thing going.
I have the safety first.
That's right, safety in numbers, I guess.
Still to come, all sorts of cool stuff, including these that are more than 100 years old. What are they? We'll tell you next. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by HCR Racing, passion-driven, American-made. And by Super ATV, the leader in aftermarket parts and accessories.
Welcome back to Destination Polaris. We kicked off our ride with a trip to the historic plane crash. Then followed that up with a ride to Crowsnest Mountain. And now, we're headed to the famous ghost town of Lille.
One time Lille was a thriving metropolis of about 400 people. It was started in, I think, 1901, and they produced coal till about 1912.
Lille is located about an hour away from the trailhead.
The benefit to this area, there are two major staging areas, the Atlas staging area and the McGillivray staging area. So lots of options to get into the area, lots of options for riding.
We're at a lower elevation today, so no snow, but plenty of good riding.
What I really enjoy about this area is some of the rocky, more technical mountain riding.
You've got some hills, you got some level, and you've got a little bit of something to satisfy just about everybody.
You know, on a scale of 1 to 10, you can ride a 2 and you can ride a 10 in any given day out here.
From the amount of riding I've done in different provinces, Alberta, BC, I think it's fantastic.
Our man Joe knows the place better than the inside of his blaze orange hunting suit.
So Joe, this is the old town of Lille.
Yep, you betcha. Lasted only actually 10 years, from the date it started till the day that the coal industry went downhill.
How many people lived here in the town of Lille, Joe?
I believe there was actually only around 400 workers.
Not a bad view, though.
Well, I imagine the trouble is with those guys, they were so busy working, they didn't have time to really enjoy the view. It was more of a get to breakfast, get to supper, and sleep, and back out the next morning to work again.
Some of the guys were saying go down the trail.
Yep.
You can find coke ovens.
Yep, the old coke ovens are still there.
You want to take me?
Sure, you betcha.
Okay, I'll follow you. Look at this, Joe. I mean, these are still in really good shape.
Actually, they are for the age.
Joe?
Yes, sir.
You mind going first?
No, after you, sir.
No, please. This is my first time here. You've been here before.
Yeah, but I've never went inside.
Never gone inside?
I'm afraid of small places.
I found the one, right? 28 DP, Destination Polaris. Previous life.
They knew you were coming, eh?
DP, we're everywhere.
What a trip it's been so far. And the best part is everything we've seen and done, easy to get to.
We've got access to the mountains, rivers, an incredibly good climate, awesome riding. I mean, honestly, it's God's country.
We're not done yet. Stick around, you're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by Rockford Fosgate, purpose-built audio. And by Renegade Products, never ride dirty.
Welcome back to Destination Polaris.
The real reason why we came to Alberta, not for the views, not for the fun, it's right here. It's the Timbits. Every day we get a package of these, and every day I eat 15 of them.
That's the type of week it's been.
You got a little something, right?
Good guys, good laughs, and a great ride. None of this would be possible without the work of the Quad Squad, the local ATV club.
It's all fun. We all get along well, and as you can see, we got a few jokesters in the crowd as well. So.
Boy, you're gonna regret that.
Horrible dance.
I wouldn't trust the guy in the orange Flintstone outfit.
That's what I might have to put my feet through the floorboards to give us some traction.
They're really a small group of dedicated guys who, you know, are really passionate about our industry, passionate about our sport.
Overall, we usually do around 3,000 to 3,500 volunteer hours. We
try and maintain the trails as best as we can and keep them as safe as we can.
These are the guys that spend hundreds and hundreds of hours of their time fundraising, putting bridges in, doing trail maintenance.
Extensive network of trails that is all mapped, and everybody does their part to maintain it and make sure it's accessible and what we're looking for.
That'll cut through a tree like hot knife through butter.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Family show. These guys would argue the best riding is in their backyard.
There's always something here to do and always something to see.
But fact is, the entire province has lots of great trails.
There's tons up north, Calgary. There's several clubs up there. And a lot of their clubs come down and they like to ride here as well. It's very popular. Well, I'd put it right up there with any of our other sports, baseball, football, or any of the other stuff.
Wait. You're telling me off-roading is more popular than hockey?
Well, for me it is.
Once you've ridden this area, you'll fall in love with it. In my mind, is some of the, if not the best riding that you can do anywhere bar none.